I absolutely loved Summer Love. This is one of my new top 10 favourite Hallmark films. It's fabulous. It was actually released in 2016, directed by Lynne Stopkewich and written by DeKeyser, Sandra Berg and Judith Berg, and stars Rachael Leigh Cook as our protagonist, Maya. And the narrative for this is what makes it amazing for me. It's just exactly what I love. Think the intern and internship, and basically anything where the protagonist is doing an internship where they would not usually fit in. And that's exactly what you're getting here, but mix in with that a pretty interesting character development that I was not expecting. And you have yourself a fabulously entertaining hour and a half. So, Maya is a single mother. It's a Hallmark story. That would have to be the case. But her daughter is off at camp for the summer. She is trying to, kickstart her career. She's doing a community college course. She's got an internship with this tech company. She is middle-aged. I can't remember exactly how old she is. I think she's kind of 35, 36. So I guess not even middle-aged, but still older than the average intern. And she goes along there trying to, kickstart her career in accounting, but she seems to hit it off with the CEO and the CFO, Colin and Will. And things seem to be going relatively alright. She doesn't really fit in, but she's there for so many weeks, she's just going to get through it. And then the CEO asks her out. They spend some time together. But she also spends some time with Colin, her temporary boss. And he encourages her from a career perspective. Will is clearly I kind of get the impression Will is interested in her romantically, but you can also tell he's a bit of a ladies' man. So think of that what you will. I could never really make up my mind about his intentions. And I will say maybe the only flaw with this is that, without going into too much detail, I never really felt like I had a satisfying conclusion for his character. There were still questions that I had at the end. But maybe that's a good thing in a way, because it means that I genuinely was emotionally invested in this character and wanted to know, more about him and what his motivations were. But ultimately the film is about Maya discovering things about herself, trying to work out how she fits in with the tech world and what she can bring to this company that her intern colleagues who are younger than her would not possibly be able to at that time in their life. So while she's working on that aspect of her career, she's also got Colin and Will with which to contend, or with whom to contend. And I really didn't know which way this was going to go. There are some things about the two characters of Will and Colin that I'd quite like to discuss in more detail, but I can't do that without giving anything away. But either way, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought both of the characters of Will and Colin they worked really well on screen with Maya. Colin is played by Bryant, Will by Travis Milne. But they also worked really well as business partners. Or when they weren't working well as business partners, the on-screen relationship was very believable. And I think that that's something that helped drive this film forward, because they were different enough that they were giving Maya different directions and different drive. But obviously they both had very similar goals in mind. I absolutely loved this film. I just thought it was brilliant, a lot of fun, fantastically developed, really gripping. Loved the character of Maya, loved the characters of Colin and Will. I just start to finish absolutely adored this. There's just something about it that spoke to me. I really wanted Maya to do very well, and I didn't know what was going to happen or where the film was going to go. It's the perfect blend of real life experience and the modern tech world with real emotions and, as I said, some pretty unexpected twists. Nothing too dramatic. It's still, a romantic comedy, or maybe a romantic drama. I don't know how you'd categorize this, but it's still an easy watch. I loved it. I will watch this again. I watched it on the Hallmark channel on Amazon Prime. If you are subscribed to that, I definitely recommend this. If you're not subscribed, I think it's about £4 a month, and I'm obsessed with Hallmark. They have some amazing films, without question. Summer Love, the title of which, by the way, I think they could have done better. They definitely could have done something more engaging and unique with that title. But aside from that, Summer Love, absolute perfection. Truly loved it. Thoroughly recommend it.